Hi everyone, welcome to Yen's Family Table. Today a very simple and wholesome beef stew with tomatoes. You only need a few fresh ingredients to make this hearty, savory beef stew that will surely hit the spot. So let's get started. You'll need a lot of fresh tomatoes for this stew. Here I have a selection of fresh and frozen whole plum tomatoes. To prep them, pour hot water all over to submerge. Let them sit there for a few minutes and then they'll be easy to peel. In fact, if your tomatoes were frozen, the skin would slide off with no effort. Fresh tomatoes might need a little bit of help with a paring knife. Then chop the peeled tomatoes and set them aside. This is a great recipe to make when tomatoes are in season, but even when they're not, this is a great recipe to bring life to off-season tomatoes. Now get some beef. You can use cut up stewing beef like these from the chuck or shoulder, or you can use a fattier cut like from the brisket. Quickly blanch beef pieces in water with some ginger and Chinese cooking wine, if you have it. When you see a layer of foam that has stopped rising to the surface, take out the chunks of beef and rinse it underwater. Assemble some common ingredients that you probably have around the house and we're ready to cook. I like to make this stew in my stone casserole pot because it retains heat well and doesn't let water evaporate too quickly. Turn on the heat to medium-high and add the oil, then the onions and ginger. Toss it in the hot oil for a minute and add in some ketchup. Fry that for about 10 seconds, then in goes all of the chopped tomatoes. Stir to mix and then cover and bring that up to a boil. There's no additional liquid in this recipe, so the tomato flavors are really intense. When it's come up to a boil, adding the beef pieces. And spices like cinnamon, bay leaf, and star anise. Then season with sugar and salt. Light and dark soy sauce and oyster sauce. Cover and lower the heat to medium-low and simmer it for 1 to 1.5 hours, or until the beef is tender, stirring occasionally to make sure nothing is sticking to the bottom. After the long slow cooking time and the beef is tender, fish out the aromatics and discard. You can now serve this as is over a bed of rice, or why not add some potatoes to this wonderful sauce? If so, season with a bit more salt to taste. After about another 10 minutes and the potatoes are cooked through, I like to add a few fresh tomatoes to contrast the cooked down tomatoes. All you have to do is warm this through and this tomato beef stew is ready to be served. The tomato flavors are robust and concentrated from the long cooking process. It's savory and umami sauce that complements the soft, tender pieces of beef that has been cooked down to the point that you can easily break it apart with a pair of chopsticks. Eat this as a part of a meal with rice and leafy green veggies, and a nutritious, balanced meal is served. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and comment below. I would love to hear from you. As always, go to yensfamilytable.com for the full written recipe. Subscribe to my channel for more recipes like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.